9 in Springdale, just a few clouds here and there. Way off in the, well, maybe not in this camera shot, Matt, but there's this haze afloat around the area, and it looks like they're still doing control burns.
Trying to do it now before more rain hits us later this week. You know, the ground's still fairly wet, and so it's a good time to try to do it. But most of the smoke will probably be in the River Valley, and most of it will probably be from Cedarville, New Uniontown, Van Buren, and in Fort Smith. The reason why, we actually have kind of alignment of some prescribed burns this afternoon. And with that north wind, you pick up some near Siloam Springs. We got another one near Lincoln, and then we have 2 in western Crawford County. And so there is some smoke out there that's trying to make its way from Crawford into Sebastian counties. And then we also have some more towards our south and east, but most of that is being blown way off towards the south, towards Mena and then Texarkana. So it looks like the best chance for smoke for where we live will be right here in Fort Smith and Van Buren. So watch out for that. Here's another way to look at it. This shows you our best guess on smoke visualizations as we go throughout the afternoon and evening with that north wind, because we got multiple fires in this dark gray plume, and so it just keeps on picking up, and then it starts to try to blow into Fort Smith. Now, does that mean everyone in Fort Smith is going to get smoke? Probably not, but some of us will, so be on the lookout for that. So don't be surprised if it starts feeling like a campfire a little bit later this afternoon and evening, but it's a good thing because it means that we can try to reduce the fuels that could turn into wildfires during the dry season this summer. All right, let's talk about your forecast. Northwest Arkansas, clouds continue to clear out after it was kind of partly cloudy today. And when you had a cloud over you, it felt chilly. We've had 50s and 60s area-wide. In the River Valley, we continue to clear out unless you get some of that smoke. Now, waking up tomorrow morning, it could be kind of cool out there for some of us. Northwest Arkansas, we actually have a freeze that could be taking place for some of us in Northwest. But once you get into the River Valley, we don't really have much of a freeze chance. It's just going to be chilly. Upper 30s for most of us. It's really once you get in those 20s, that's when you have to watch some of those plants that maybe you've went ahead and tried to put in the ground. But later in the afternoon, we will quickly warm up. In fact, we've got a lot of 60s on the map expected for your Wednesday. Overall, it's going to be a nice day, just kind of a cool start. Here's a look at Futurecast overnight tonight. We've got a couple of high thin cirrus clouds. Not a big deal for us. Those will wisp away, and then we'll probably be mostly sunny throughout your Wednesday. And with that southwest wind, we'll be a lot warmer too. And so that's going to help us reach those 60s and getting even close to 70. But we're dry. Wednesday looks great. Your Thursday will start off sunny, and then clouds increase, and then our next storm system comes in. And we've got some new details to talk about. Overall, the center of low pressure will be outside Des Moines. And so because of the extra spin in the atmosphere around a low pressure, the tornado risk will probably be higher to our north in Illinois, Iowa, and Missouri. We're on the tail end of things, and the fronts may move in a little bit faster than we originally thought. So we may be getting storms around 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning on Friday. If that takes place, there could still be some severe storms, but they'll likely be weaker, and they'll get stronger once they get to central and eastern Arkansas. So we're kind of right on the edges of severe threats. In fact, at first, we don't even get the cold front. We get what's called a dry land, when you get a lot of drier air moving in, and then you get another cold front on the backside. So things aren't very well aligned here, but we still have those severe chances coming up. But I do think the worst of it will be to our north and to our east. How much rain are we going to pick up? Well, because this thing comes in the morning where things are a little bit weaker, it may only be a half inch or so. So Darren, as we get closer, this system does look a little weaker for us. Now, that's not to say it's not a bad storm system overall. The central United States, as you get more towards the Corn Belt, could really feel the impacts of this storm. We're kind of on the edge of things, but we'll be watching that Friday morning.
What a difference 24 hours makes.
It
we
does.
were thinking this was going to be ginormous for this
Sure.
area, and it still could,
Sure.
just not as big.
If it moves in the afternoon, we'll have a different
Right,
scenario take
yeah.
place, but we'll let you know.
Okay. All right, Matt. Well, the